Jake, welcome to Alfreton Town. And I say welcome back, I should say welcome back to Alfreton Town, as you were previously here as a player, of course, in 2003. That all seems a long time ago for both of us
Very
now.
long time ago, that.
Very long time. And what made you decide to come back and join Alfreton Town now, Jake?
I think the opportunity, having a connection with the club from a long time ago, that you said, and around the challenge of making this competitive and try and fight his way out of the position we're in. And like I said beforehand, the challenge is going to be tough, but it's one that I relish.
Yes, so that's great, Jake. And as I said, you were previously here in 2003. Who was your manager then, Jake, if you remember? We can go back to those days.
It was David Lloyd and his assistant Charlie at the time, and I came here and spent 9 games in a month whilst on loan from Mansfield, and it was excellent. I played with some excellent players at the time, Saley, who I went on to know and work with at Burton as well. So there were some good people at the time, and I thoroughly enjoyed my loan. And I went back and kicked on and ended up getting into the Mansfield first team after a successful period here. Yeah, you joined the team before when it was really on and up in those days, coming up the divisions from very humble beginnings. So that must be good memories, even though you were only here for a short time, Jake. Yeah, cracking senior group of players at the time. Great experience of travelling away with the directors or senior staff at the time on the bus with supporters as well to Radcliffe Borough and Prescott Cables, and great grounding for myself. A great experience and probably shaped me as a player as well. That's great to know, and so you've got great memories from being here.
But moving forward to the current time, of course, because that's what concerns people. How much do you know of the existing group of players here, Jake, at the moment, and what do you like about generally as a team or individuals?
Well, the past history, Alfreton Town's always been hard to play against.
Yes.
You've always come here and it's been a fortress. Through past managers, they've always been a tough nut to crack. So that's what we're trying to bring back. We want to make sure that we're hard to beat every time an opposition turns up here or plays us on their turf, that they know they're going to be in for a right game, and that's the plan, and that's what we're going to try and install into these players. And quickly we get that across, quickly we'll start climbing the table.
What do you think could be said the positives about the team? What do you think you might need to change or improve, given the league position and given what's happened?
Well, I think the interim group of staff have done a marvellous job, which I've spoke to them, and I think that they've done tremendous in a period of time of uncertainty after following a manager who's been in place for 7 years, Billy Eve, which is not easy. So the interim group have done really well. I've spoke to both, and they've given me a little bit of information around the players in the group and what's required to pick up points. I'll make my own decision on the group. It's a clean slate for all the players who are in the building, and I can't wait to get cracking and see what they've got tonight in training. And then we'll try and hit the ground running with a tough week, by the way, in terms of games.
Very much so, yes.
Yeah, and it's important we start with a solid base on Saturday at Peterborough.
At Peterborough, do you hope to make any additions to the squad very shortly to help in that at all, Jake? Do you envisage that, or are you just going to see what you've got and take it from there?
Yeah, the plan is to get in place and see what we've got in the building. Ultimately, if things pop up, I've had conversations with managers I've played for or managers who are at local clubs and seeing what players may be available to come and help us. But initially, the thought process is to see what we've got in the building and give the players an opportunity to earn that shirt and try and impress me and the staff and try and win games for this football club.
Can you talk a little now, Jake, about what the fans can expect to see from your team? Obviously, Alfreton Town's been associated with a certain style of play for the last 7-8 years. Should they expect to see an immediate change in that, or is it something you're just going to again look at where it is, maybe take it gradually, or should there be an immediate massive change?
No, I think with the past managers who've been successful, they've always had players who want to earn the right and be competitive and hard to beat, and that grit, steely determination which we want from all the players. It's my job now to try and install that to the players and remind the supporters and the players that that's what we're here for, and that's to make sure that the players give everything they've got.
Sure, yes, and that's been a feature of the Alfreton Town team, certainly for the last 7 years, Jake. So over the years we've had some great teams, some great groups of people here. How important is it to you to build on those foundations we've had successfully and use that to build for the future, the foundations already here?
Yeah, coming down and seeing McFadzines and Flints play over the years, and to know them lads and be excellent for Alfreton and move on and have unbelievable careers. Them times is what we want to try and recreate.
Sure.
Have players who are honest, hard-working lads who want to play for the shirt, ultimately want to play good football and fight, and hopefully we can progress up the league.
Yeah. And now I'd like to talk about your aims for the club, both in the short term. Of course, I've already talked about our league position, speaks for itself really. So what's your aim for the rest of this season, Jake?
Well, it's to be competitive, and get us away from danger as soon as we can. We know it's not going to be easy.
No.
The fixtures are tough in the next 8 games are all in and around the top part by Saturday. But yeah, it's going to be a tough ask to start with, but ultimately we want to start climbing the table, but we've got to make sure that we're hard to beat and we're solid and compact, and we win all our individual battles, and we earn that right, and that's the main thing for the short period of time. Yeah.
And in the long term now, we're talking about long term aims, Jake. Looking beyond this season, what's your long term aim at this club?
Well, ultimately over the past probably 15 years, the club's always punched above its weight in terms of the division, and it's always challenged at the right end of the table, and we would love to get the club back into that position where we're challenging at the right end of the table. Ultimately, at this short period of time, and right in front of us now, it's about getting away from the position we're in, and if we start looking too far afield, too early, too soon, we'll fall flat on his face. So it's important we're taking small steps, and we make sure we get the foundations right, and we push up the table as quickly as possible. Of
course, we've already mentioned eve of a really vital game on Saturday against Peterborough Sports, who lie below us in the league, in the relegation zone. What would be a message for the players and the fans going into that game, Jake?
Well, for the supporters, obviously there's been change, and change takes time, so we want to hit the ground running, and we would all love a result on Saturday,
of course,
and we want the supporters to get behind the team as they do every week, so that's first and foremost. The players is, like I said at the start, it's a clean slate. We'll have a little look tonight in training, and then hopefully whatever 11 we put out for Saturday, we do the business, and we make sure that everybody's proud of our performance.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure to meet you, Jake. I'll meet you again after this time, and thank you, and best of luck for your time.
Cheers, thank you.